All right. President of NEA says teachers have to adapt curriculum for the chronically tarded and medically annoying. This, by the way, is from the mouth of Lily Eskelsen Garcia, who is president of the National Education Association, aka president of one of the largest unions in the United States, talking about special needs students. Fantastic. Now, also, this was something that she said in 2015, okay? She said it in 2015. We need to keep that in mind. People do change. She did apologize about it after the fact. But, wait, people in other streams are jealous of our train emote, by the way. Taco Cat, you should tell them that they should come to our stream, subscribe, get some train emotes, follow the channel, get them to raid, you know? Did you see where that representative was removed in Michigan? No, I did not, Reckonum TTV. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, this was just 5 years ago. So, you know what? Maybe it sounds better in context, right? You gotta actually listen to things in context. Otherwise things can be, seem much worse. So let's watch the actual clip here.
Seat. If I think someone is talkative, oh my God, they're so talkative. And he's telling me where he's going and what he's doing and what his business is. And he says, so what do you do, darling? And I said, well, I'm a teacher, and now I work with the National Education Association. And he stopped smiling. And he said, I've heard about you people. He said, I hear you need this, and then I hear you need that, and then I hear you need something else. And to tell you the truth, darling, I'm getting tired of hearing it. I'm a businessman. I want you to bottom line it for me. I want you to tell me right now, what is the one single thing that would solve all of our problems in public schools? And I said, that's easy. What we really need are fewer people who think there's one single thing that would solve all of our problems in public schools. And
she's speaking at the Campaign for America's Future, the Institute for America's Future. Not entirely sure what this is. Here, we can probably look. National Education Association President Lily Eskelsen Garcia explains the vital work of public school teachers at the Campaign for America's Future Awards Gala, October 27, 2015, in Washington, where she received one of the organization's Progressive Champion Awards. All right. That sounds pretty good.
I wish I hadn't been so snotty to that guy, but it was fun. And here's the thing, he's not the enemy. Most people, their kids are grown and gone, or they never had kids. They don't walk into a neighborhood public school. I'm an educator. It's up to me to educate the man in the middle seat as much as to educate a politician about what happens in any given typical school on any given typical day. I mean, we serve kids a hot meal. We put Band-Aids on boo-boos. We diversify our curriculum and instruction to meet the personal and individual needs of all of our students, the blind, the hearing impaired, the physically challenged, the gifted and talented, the chronically tarded, and the medically annoying. We make sure that they've had their immunizations, make sure they understand disease control, teach them the medically annoying. We make sure that we diversify our curriculum and instruction to meet the personal and individual needs of all of our students, the blind, the hearing impaired, the physically challenged, the gifted and talented, the chronically tarded, and the medically annoying. We make sure that they've had their immunizations, make sure they understand disease control, teach them to resist drugs, alcohol, tobacco. We give career counseling, pregnancy counseling, mental health counseling. We get them on the bus safely. We take them off the bus safely. We provide computer instruction, sex education. We stop bullying, teach them to say, I'm sorry, and mean it. We instill an understanding of civil rights, the political process, challenge racism, foster social tolerance and appreciation for our cultural and religious diversity. We teach the principles of free enterprise, how to be a good sport. We develop personal responsibility, practice bicycle safety, and check for head lice. We provide bilingual education, teach metrics, how to be a wise consumer, exercise, weight control, how to drive a car. We teach the impact of wars, develop collaborative skills, how to tune a violin, how to use a reason and evidence to protect the future. We teach them to revere their environment, how to manage their money, how to access information, how to make wise choices, how to balance a checkbook. We teach loyalty to the ideals of a democracy. We build patriotism, good oral hygiene, a respect for the worth and dignity of every individual. We nurture curiosity, encourage a good question, build self-esteem, and then we teach reading, writing, and arithmetic. Band-aids on boo-boos. We diversify our curriculum and instruction to meet the personal and individual needs of all of our students, the blind, the hearing impaired, the physically challenged, the gifted and talented, the chronically retarded, and the medically annoying.
So, yeah, she's trying to be funny. I don't know that there's any defense of chronically retarded. Like, I'm trying to like interpret this in the most charitable way possible, right? Maybe she's saying medically annoying in that they are like incredibly annoying, but it's that, yeah, this is that's all kinds of yikes, okay. And maybe it means ADHD. That could very well be. And the other thing is, like, I don't know. I think there's something she doesn't understand. She doesn't stop bullying or build self-esteem. Destroys self-esteem with those words and actions that inherently come from the mindset about them. It wasn't a timed zinger or anything in that. Yeah. Let's see. Lily Eskelsen Garcia, apology. Whew, not a good look. All right. Open mouth, insert foot, that's what I did. So begins the apology from Lily Eskelsen Garcia, the president of the National Education Association, for remarks that outraged disabilities advocates and special needs parents. In a lively speech at a campaign, let's see. Yeah, she got a Progressive Champion Award, and she used the term chronically retarded and medically annoying. Holy moly. Let's see. Video of her speech, chock full of inspirational respect for Wait, how many views did this get? Oh, it's had 2.7 million by now. Oh, okay. All right. On Sunday, American Association of People with Disabilities issued a statement condemning Eskelsen Garcia for her language. On the 40th anniversary of the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA, and the 25th anniversary of Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, it is horribly unfortunate and sadly ironic that we must chastise the president of the NEA for her comments. Wow. Oh, okay. She actually has a video apology. All right.
Open mouth, insert foot. That's what I did. This has been a teachable moment for me. You may have seen a video of me addressing the Campaign for America's Future, where I mentioned my frustration at people who think that there's one single thing that would solve all of our problems in public schools. And I talked about meeting a person like that, and that I should have used the opportunity to give him a rundown of everything today's public schools actually do. And in my speech, I attempted to give that full litany of our responsibilities in what I thought was a playful way, epic failure. In my attempt to be clever and funny, I stepped on a very important word in a phrase, and I created another phrase that I believed was funny, but it was insulting, and I apologize. It started out well enough. I said, we serve kids a hot meal, we put Band-Aids on boo-boos, and then I sped up as fast as I could possibly speak. And that's when I went into a skid. And I said, we serve all kinds of kids, the blind, the hearing impaired, the physically challenged, the gifted and talented, and the chronically tardy, and the medically annoying. And I want to set the record straight. I did mean to say the chronically tardy. It's not what everyone heard. Some folks thought I said something else.
Medically annoying, impaired, the physically challenged, the gifted and talented, the chronically retarded, and the medically annoying.
I can believe this. It's a weak apology, but I can believe that someone speaking this fast could make a slip up like that. I can believe that. Now, again, this apology has kind of been nails on a chalkboard because I think her demeanor is a bit too bright, I guess. Yeah, the way she delivered it is fake though. And on top of that, I don't know. I'm inclined to believe that the head of the teachers union didn't go up on stage to get a progressive award to call people like retarded. But what exactly is medically annoying? Well, that makes more sense if what she said was chronically tardy, because then it's talking about how teachers are dealing with people who are chronically late, and like I guess like the phrasing of it is a bit weird, but like, you know, perpetually annoying to teachers. Like kids can be shits to teachers. Let's be real about that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's hear the rest of it here.
As to the second phrase, I actually did say medically annoying. And I apologize for that choice of words, but let me be very, very clear. I was not referring to students who are ill or medically fragile. I've taught those students all my life. I was talking about that student who, for an example, has an argument with his girlfriend, and now he's having a very bad day, and he's doing everything humanly possible to annoy his teacher. The kinds of things that happen in a classroom every day. And what we do in our classroom and how we adjust to those students, we all take into consideration. I realize my words have taken on a life of their own, but those who know me, who know my work, who know my entire career, beginning as a lunch lady in a Head Start program and then as a teacher in Utah, they know that I've devoted every waking moment to ensuring that all students, regardless of their zip code, regardless of their abilities or their disabilities, have the support and the tools they need. And that means that much of what happens in today's schools go well beyond lessons in reading, writing, and arithmetic. This was a lesson for me in how to be very careful how I choose my words. I hope students will learn from my error. We should all be more careful when we speak, slow down, make sure our points are well articulated, fully understood. The bottom line for me is I screwed up and I apologize. Please judge me by my heart and not by my mistakes. Thank you.
Let's see. Which sounds a lot like medically fragile, is a common classroom... Wait. Medically annoying, which sounds a lot like medically fragile, a common classroom designation for kids with a wide range of health problems and somewhat less persuasive. So where does medically come in here? Because an exceptionally annoying student can harass his beleaguered teacher straight into the sanitarium. Or was it more that it sounded like a dig at the ubiquity of EpiPens? In any event, Eskelsen Garcia has been following up her apology by meeting with the disability activists that called her out. Okay, well that's good. Oh, that page not found. Okay. But the tweet should still be here? Yeah, the tweet's here. Disability leaders meet with NEA president. Okay. That's, I don't know. This seems like this this seems like an apology I can buy. Like, I don't know. I had classes with teachers who are not up on like modern language, you know? Um I at the same time it is a bit yikesy. So I guess my question is, are there other yikesy comments from this individual, right? Like, um, let's see, Lily Eskelson Garcia, record. Just see personal life, politics and controversy. Here we go. Let's see. Lost. Okay, she tried to win in Utah, lost. Became part of the Bill Clinton White House strategy session on improving Hispanic education. Um, let's see. Okay, this is about that. Called on her to apologize, make more open dialogue regarding students with disabilities. Apologized on her blog, saying she was trying to be funny and misused her words. She meant to say chronically tardy, not tarded, medically annoying. She didn't mean students with medical issues, but rather those who use their own problems to purposely disrupt class and the teacher. Let's see. Campaign for Clinton. After the inauguration of Donald Trump, she took on the new president's nominee for the Secretary of Education and the dangerous agenda they have to profitize, privatize, and throw a middle-class child into the street, saying, let them eat for-profit vouchers. More than 1 million emails opposing DeVos's nomination were generated through NEA's online form. Eskelson Garcia continues to vocally oppose the administration's budget priorities, called for the opposition calling the proposed 13.5% cut in education spending a wrecking ball aimed at the nation's public schools. 2020 instrumental in securing the endorsement by the NEA for President Joe Biden. Let's see. While her efforts were successful, many educators in the union believed their voices weren't heard and would rather the organization endorse a more progressive candidate like Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders. Dylan Toth, NEA member, told Education Week, Joe Biden supports teachers, but that's about as far as his plan goes. Of the candidate's goal for education at the time, there's no structural plan. After the first endorsement in March 2020, Biden won the support of 89.63% of delegates in the 2020 NEA Representative Assembly, largest Democratic body in the world. What? Wait, what? The largest Democratic body in the world? That I need to know more. Oh yeah, I understand that, the train mod. She's 100% a liberal. Like she's a very libby lib, you know? Yeah, like she endorsed Joe Biden in early on. Like yeah, I don't know. Let's see. She worked to publish Rabble Rousers, Fearless Fighters for Social Justice. A toolkit for schools. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, she might not be the best leader for the org. I can agree with that. Like, there are there are definitely more leftist and progressives out there, right? Um, I like there are many other kinds of like politically minded people that I would prefer to be in charge of the largest union in the country and possibly the largest democratic body in the world. Um, so I don't know. I think Becky Pringle replaced her this year. That's delicious, delicious. So I don't know. This is one of those complicated situations where, like, on first blush, I was like, holy shit, this story is really, really not good. Um, like this is a bad look, and she's been named the head of Secretary of Education, I think, in Joe Biden's administration. Um, but I do believe that what she was saying is true. I don't I think that she gave yeah, I think that she gave an apology, not the best apology she could have gotten or given.